So you want to become a social media manager, but you're not really sure what all that entails. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll understand the 7 steps you need to take to become a freelance social media manager. I'm Lauren Golden here with a new episode of Free Mama TV, showing moms like you how to start and run a successful freelancing business from home. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new episode of Free Mama TV right here every Tuesday. When I first started freelancing back in 2014, social media seemed like a great place to start. I didn't have a degree in marketing, but I did have a passion for people and had gotten pretty good at cultivating community as the alum director at a local school. Plus, I was obsessed with Facebook. By following the 7 steps I'm going to share with you in this video, I was able to replace my full-time salary in less than a year, working half the hours. Now I'm breaking it down step by step so that you can too. Step number 1, understand what social media marketing really is. Social media managers help businesses grow their online communities. This often includes writing posts and making graphics, also called creating content, scheduling posts, replying to comments or private messages from fans, and maybe even running ads. As a social media manager, your job is to help companies gain traffic and attention on social media platforms. Through consistently posting engaging content on social media, you'll help spread brand awareness and even promote particular products. Step number 2, figure out your advantage. Social media can be incredibly overwhelming because there's just so much. The good news is that you don't have to figure everything out to get started as a social media manager. Instead, figure out your advantage and lead with that. You don't have to do everything to be successful as a social media manager because few people do everything at a super awesome level. Are you a brilliant copywriter, but the idea of creating graphics freaks you out? Own it. Are you awesome at repurposing content, but a little nervous about writing your own? Own it. Are you great at customer service and making people feel special, but creating content gives you hives? Own it. Another option would be to specialize in a specific skill set. Some people will exclusively run Facebook ads or set up chatbot campaigns. They're Pinterest marketing experts, YouTube strategists. If there's a particular platform you geek out over or an approach or strategy you really want to sink your teeth into, go for it. The great thing about specializing as a social media manager is that you can charge a premium for these skills. Step number 3, now that you've figured out your advantage, you're going to want to invest in that specific skill over and over again. Now, you may have fallen in love with social media while posting all of those gorgeous newborn pics of your sweetheart and feeling that huge rush of validation as loving comments poured in to your notification tab. But to truly stand out as a social media manager, you're going to need to learn what it takes to drive engagement consistently, build community around your client's brand, and convert those fans into buyers. Overwhelmed? Don't be. There are so many amazing free resources out there to help you learn what you need to know. And remember, you don't need to know everything. My favorite resource when I first began freelancing as a social media manager was socialmediaexaminer.com. It's a free blog and podcast with relevant trends and how-tos. You should also do market research. Follow brands that are crushing it at social media. Study them. Model what's working. A huge part of social media is by trial. You have to test if certain things will work for your particular audience. One of my favorite things about being a social media manager is that you're never really late to the game. It's a landscape that is constantly changing. So as long as you're willing to dive in and then continue to learn and adapt, you'll be golden. Set aside professional development regularly to continue to hone your craft. Step number 4, set your rate. One of the first and sometimes only questions I get asked from aspiring social media managers inside the Free Mama Movement Facebook group is, how much should I charge for this? It's a difficult question to answer because there's so many different factors to consider. Type of business, number of platforms, services you're providing, volume of posts, volume of community. You get the point. A great place to start is by finding out what other people offering the same services are charging and go from there. You might not get it exactly right the first time, but you'll quickly adjust your pricing for the next client and learn from there. The key is to be confident in your delivery of your rates when interacting with a client. You should never be apologetic or wishy-washy about the value of your services. Tip number 5, get clients. Getting clients is an important part of any business. It's kind of like how you make money. There are so many different ways to find clients online and in real life, and we'll cover a few, but there is one non-negotiable. You have to tell people what you're doing. Yep, you have to make sure that your friends and family know you're a social media manager. because they're a great source of referrals for you. When you network in Facebook groups or on LinkedIn, show up as the social media expert you are. Put all of your newfound skills to use on you. Optimize your social media profiles to reflect your new business title and give them an easy way to reach out to you if they want to explore working together. Lastly, consider going to in-person networking events and show up as a confident social media manager with a genuine interest in everyone else's business. Just like social media management, networking is all about building relationships. Have you landed your first social media manager gig yet? Where did you find your first client? Tell me in the comments below. And if you are still struggling to land that first client, no worries. I've got something I want to share with you at the end of this video. Step number 6, build proof. As you start to roll up your sleeves and dust off your own social media profile and start to get clients, it's important to start to collect examples. Building an online portfolio as a social media manager is such an easy way to show new prospects what you're capable of. You can add examples to your website to show people what you bring to the table. You can create an infographic in Canva, or you can do what I did and simply gather screenshots of your client work and dump them in a folder. Don't make this harder than it has to be. Your work will speak for itself. Last but not least, step number 7, develop systems. Time management will be important as your social media manager business grows. When you have multiple clients, you'll need to streamline and batch your various tasks. Invest in scheduling tools like Buffer or Tailwind to map out your posts in advance and have them pushed out to the channels for you. You should also get in the habit of time blocking to make sure you aren't glued to your apps 24/7. Set aside a specific time for planning content, time for engaging with fans, time for diving into the data. Speaking of data, there is a science to social media. It's not just pretty images and thoughtful storytelling. To be successful and to keep your clients happy, you'll need to keep up with the analytics of the platforms you manage. The good news, all social media platforms have good stats readily available, so just make sure you're reading what it's telling you. This will help you know what to do more or less of and when, but it will also help you leverage your impact on that brand's business so that they keep you on board for the long haul. And now you know my 7 steps showing you how to become a freelance social media manager. In today's marketing landscape, businesses know they need an online presence to stay competitive. The truth is, if a brand isn't online, then they don't get to guide the conversation about what other people are saying about them. Are you struggling to find these businesses who need your help to show up on social media in a consistent and authentic way? If you're still looking for that first or next freelancing client, I want to invite you to check out my Quick Start Freelance Success Kit. This mini course was designed for you to breeze through in a day and walk away fully equipped with strategies for growing your book of business. It includes tools and templates to help you turn your side hustle into your full-time gig even faster. You can find the link in the comments below or check out thefreemamamovement.com/success. Also, if you want to join a community of mamas just like you, I have a Facebook group where thousands of mamas come together for support and action-taking tips and motivation. As always, if you liked this video, please let me know by liking it below, subscribe and share it with your fellow mamas, and comment below with hashtag #IamAFreeMama if you're ready to become a freelance social media manager. I probably have food in my teeth. Okay, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified. Wait, you think I'd have that memorized by now? Joking on my own words. Okay. Okay. You can create an infographic. Oh my gosh. What you think about that? There's that.